Well, hello, everybody. This is Apostle Stephen Strader, and I've got a special guest with me that I'm going to introduce you to in just a moment. You're watching some video that we took during the Uganda crusade up in the Kermojin region. And you can see all these boys and girls showed up at this event, and we were kind of shocked. They came up and got real close to the stage. They were, of course, curious, wanted to know what was going on. And we had a worship leader with us from Brazil, and he wanted to preach to them. Now, they probably understood about a third of what he was saying, but you can see them raising their hands. They wanted to give their hearts to Jesus, so they understood enough where they could give their hearts to Jesus. Well,
Wow.
Apostle Clayton heard about this, and he said, "We got to do something about that." So, would you welcome Apostle Clayton Phillips all the way from, where are you now? Are you in?
We're
Saint,
in St. Petersburg, Florida, USA.
yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
And he and I met a couple of years ago, and we just hit it off, a great friendship. We've actually traveled last year to Uganda.
Mhm.
And in future reports, we're going to do several of these reports, but we're trying our best to keep these reports short enough to where we don't lose your attention. But we heard about all of these children, and so we headed up to where the pastor, we started walking up onto the land. The church is located not too far from the crusade grounds.
Yeah.
And as you can see from the picture, there's a massive, they have a lot of property. And over in the far right corner, they actually have a small playground there where the kids can play. And we went up, we had about 29 of us on this team. And you can see the pastor right in the middle of the frame in the light tan shirt and pants. And he was welcoming us, gave us a little tour of the church. And then we got our picture taken right out in front of his church. You can actually see the outhouse back there in the corner. And some of the children were right there. But Clayton, when you heard about all those children, what did it do for your heart? What did you say to yourself? I got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do something. It just so obvious.
Yeah.
It was really simple.
And who are these children? Where did they come from?
Well, a lot of these children live in the street, and they live at the town dump. They scavenge, and most of them are from war-torn areas. I found out from the local council. They are families who, during the war, lost their parents or the caretaker, and now they're out to defend themselves and beg for food and try to survive.
So we found that the pastor has a younger brother by the name of Elijah.
Elijah.
And Elijah had helped us with the Clean Water Project for the crusade. And so you and Elijah got on the phone and you said, "Hey, can we gather these kids? Let's feed them." So here we are, our very first feeding. Now, what are they eating right there, Clayton?
I believe that's chapat, which is a local favorite. It's basically just flour, oil, and a little bit of onion, and it's put on the iron. I think
you put something in there. What did you put in that porridge? What did you?
Oh, is that the porridge? That is one of those is ugali, which is like a corn mush.
Okay, yeah, that's what I think they're feeding them.
Yeah,
mush. And then what do you put in that?
Well, we fortify the foods with what's called a manipack, which is a mineral concentration and vitamins powder, and then you mix it in during the cooking, so it fortifies the food and makes it much more nutritious for the kids. Because normally they're getting very little nutrition with rice and corn.
We're not going to get into the full background of this, but you had owned multiple restaurants, so you know about nutritious food. So you talk to Elijah, say, we got to put this vitamin supplements in there. He has
Right.
his first service. How many kids showed up to that first service?
Well, the first service we didn't announce, except just briefly amongst some of the kids. 150 kids came,
Yeah.
and it was a Friday afternoon,
Yeah.
and we did several things with them. The next meeting, we had 400
Wow.
in 1 week.
Here's a picture of the church. The church was literally full from front to back. And up on the platform was a host of teenagers. Who are these teenagers?
These are young people that are part of the Young Lions Roar group that are also in an orphanage or a school, and they're being developed to lead the worship and sing and teach the new songs to all 400 to 600 kids.
Now, all of this has been put together in what, less than 2 months? It's like 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And then
Our first meeting was 2 weeks after the conference.
And
2 weeks.
Here's a picture of the young Elijah, the pastor of the church. That's your banner. Right behind him, the Water for Life banner. And Elijah is laying hands on him. What all does he do? He anoints him with oil. What else does he do?
Well, we lay hands on every child. This is their church. This is their church. Anoint it with oil, pray for the sick, and they rejoice, and a big smile comes on their face. We lead them into the prayer they're ready for. We tell them about Jesus, whatever.
Yeah.
And they respond.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, you're on the phone with Elijah weekly.
Every day.
And here's Elijah. We got a little video of him. We won't turn up the audio because it's real difficult to understand his accent, but he's holding in his hands plates and cups. These are blue plastic plates and cups. What is he doing with these?
Well, he's talking about what the kids are eating. So he wants people to know, what are we actually feeding and so on.
And these are reusable. The kids actually help him wash these and sterilize them for the next event. So a lot of people watching right now have contributed to the Kotido Children's Church.
Yeah.
And this is where your money went. We bought food. We bought these plates and cups. And then I'm showing them a picture of one of the little water tanks. What do we do with these water tanks?
Well, this is where we put the purified water. You see, Water for Life makes clean water from dirty water, and then that water is distributed. So those tanks are used to distribute clean water to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
Now, am I accurate in saying for many of these children, this is the very first time they've ever gotten clean water?
Very first time they've ever gotten clean water. They've never seen a water filter. They really don't know what clean water is.
Now, here's our team. This team thinks one of the guys is from Kenya. What's his name? Is it Freddie?
Fred is from Kenya, near Nairobi.
Okay.
He's one of our Water for Life directors in Kenya.
And then up behind these fellas, you'll see the big giant water tank up on a steel structure. And we actually built that structure for the crusade. And then you see the other medium-sized tanks. And we have now, is it true we've moved all of these tanks onto the church property? Is that where they are?
Well, we've already built new systems at other locations nearby. Okay. And we're expanding, but yeah, we brought that from the crusade originally. Yes.
And we're going to talk about this more the next time we're together, where all these water tanks are being put up. But here is, I'm not sure, but I think that's Fred on the left, and he's holding your Water for Life banner right underneath the big metal platform. So we just wanted to give you this quick report. And I hope that you've enjoyed it. On the screen, you can see ablazeinternational.com Give now. When you go to my website and you click on that Give Now, it'll, when you put in how much money you want to give, if you want to do $25 or $100 or $500, whatever you want to give, a menu will drop down and you select Uganda for Jesus. And 100% of those funds are going to go to Clayton's Water for Life projects. And real quick, Clayton, you're putting water at the local church, right?
Yes, we have several locations.
And then another church has opened up about 3 or 4 miles north, and we'll talk about that another time, but we'll be putting water there. And then God's given us incredible favor with the local government.
It's amazing.
Just
everybody.
Take 15 seconds. Tell us what's happening with
everything starts with water.
Wow.
Clean water. Give a child a cup of clean water. Sow a seed. That's the motto. And everybody loves it. Everybody needs it. We were able to serve 75,000 cups of water at the conference.
Wow.
And we had 2 weeks to get ready, and we pulled it off. Everybody was happy. This place is turned on. It's totally different. We're going in the municipality buildings. We're going in the police building, the schools, the library, the hospital with clean drinking water. They had none before. And now within a month or two, we're in there and doing it.
That's awesome. Now, across the bottom of the screen, you see the title of the brand new church called Young Lions Church. And it hasn't
Young Lions Roar. Yeah.
Young Lions Roar. And it hasn't even been open 4 or 5 weeks, and they've already expanded to a second church.
Yeah.
About 4 miles north in the next city over. I'm telling you, it's exploding there.
Yeah.
So we need every spare dollar you got. Go to ablazeinternational.com. Give now. Make sure you mark it Uganda for Jesus. And one of these systems is just a few $100s for each of the smaller churches. Some of the larger places, it might get up to $1,000 or $2,000. But you can help us get clean drinking water to these locations. And when the people come for water, they get the living water. Amen?
Amen. We can produce 10,000 liters of water every single day at one location.
That's
amazing. A lot of water.
That's a lot of water. As a matter of fact, in the church location where the Young Lions Roar Church, the initial place they're meeting, you've actually rigged it so they can take a shower.
Yeah, we have a pure water shower and pure water cooking and drinking.
Wow. And they're getting haircuts, and they're getting and the next time we meet in just a few days, I think you're going to get them some t-shirts or something.
We're trying to give them a whole new outfit. It only costs about $4 or $5 for everything. And then also medical, we're doing a medical assessment like the BMI, so on. That's coming soon.
That's awesome. Well, God bless you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you
for helping us. And we'll bring you some more reports in the future. God bless.
Amen. We can do it.